today's headlines. National Assembly's 9th extraordinary session wraps up. Later on, Prime Minister urged swift action on public investment disbursement. Good evening and welcome to today's headlines, your go-to bulletin for the most important stories shaping the day. After working 6.5 days, the 15th National Assembly concluded its 9th extraordinary session this morning. Previously, the National Assembly adopted multiple important laws and resolutions.
The 15th National Assembly adopted a resolution on the investment policy of the Lao Cai-Hanoi-Haiphong Railway project, with 455 out of 159 participating deputies voting in favor. The new railway line will span approximately 309.9 kilometers with 27.9 kilometers of branch lines. Starting at the border crossing point in Lao Cai province, the line will terminate at La Chuyen Station in Haiphong City. The project involves constructing a new electrified single-track railway line with a 1,435 mm gauge, accommodating both passenger and freight services.
A 94.98% approval rating has been achieved for a resolution piloting new policies and mechanisms geared towards development progress in science, technology, innovation, and national digital transformation. There are some notable points mentioned. Individuals are exempt from civil liability for causing damage to the state when performing scientific and technological tasks using the state budget if they have fully followed regulations. Organizations performing scientific and technological tasks using the state budget that do not achieve the expected results do not have to return the funds used. The National Assembly allows a controlled pilot investment in satellite telecommunications networks using low-orbit satellite technology.
Also this morning, the National Assembly passed a resolution on supplements to the 2025 Socioeconomic Development Plan, which sets a growth target of at least 8%. Accordingly, the GDP is expected to exceed $500 billion USD this year. The GDP per capita is projected to surpass $5,000 USD, and the average consumer price index, CPI, growth rate is targeted to be around 5%.
The National Assembly deputies also voted to pass a resolution on piloting a number of special mechanisms and policies to develop the urban railway network system in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, and a resolution on mechanisms and policies for investment in the construction of the Ninh Thuan nuclear power project.
This afternoon, Party General Secretary Tô Lâm met with Cuban Foreign Minister Bruno Rodríguez Parrilla, reaffirming Vietnam's commitment to solidarity and cooperation with Cuba. He emphasized the importance of cooperating in food production, energy, biotechnology, healthcare, and tourism sectors, while effectively implementing existing agreements. The Cuban Foreign Minister praised Vietnam as a successful model of socialist-oriented development and expressed gratitude for its support in agriculture, food security, and multilateral forums. Today, Vietnam's Minister of Public Security Lương Tam Quang and Cambodia's Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Interior Sa Sop Kha co-chaired a conference to review the 2024 cooperation plan. Over the past year, both sides have worked together to ensure security for major political events, manage border-related issues, and combat crime. For 2025, they agreed to strengthen efforts against transnational crimes, including drug trafficking, human trafficking, cybercrime, and online fraud. They also pledged closer coordination in multilateral frameworks. The conference concluded with the signing of the 2025 cooperation plan. Moving on to other news, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính on Tuesday issued an official dispatch urging ministries, branches, and localities to promote the allocation and disbursement of public investment capital in 2025. The Prime Minister strongly criticized 26 ministries, central agencies, and 48 localities for failing to allocate their full share of the assigned public investment plan as of January the 23rd. To meet the disbursement goal of over 95%, the Prime Minister directed relevant bodies to treat this as a top political task, assume full responsibility for the outcomes, and eliminate any obstacles in capital allocation. He emphasized that all public investment capital plans must be finished within the first quarter. Otherwise, the government will redistribute the capital to other projects. Trade turnover through Lạng-Sơn province has reached over $403 million this year, while tax revenue has exceeded $29.3 million, a 5% increase from the same period last year. The Hữu-Nghị International Border Gate contributes the highest share at more than $214 million, followed by the Tân Thanh Border Gate at more than $118 million. Currently, custom clearance operations are active at 5 border gates, processing about 1,000 vehicles every day through custom routes and specialized transport roads. Key import and export items include automobiles, machinery and equipment, consumer goods, agricultural products, and fresh fruits. Coming up next, Vietnam wins historic gold in Asian Shooting Cup. And Hanoi named one of the world's favorite destinations. Three earthquakes struck Kon Tum and Quảng Nam provinces this afternoon, the strongest of which was magnitude 3.7 in the Kampong district. The latest, a 3.5 magnitude quake in Nam Trà My, was felt by locals but caused no damage. Over the past 50 days, Vietnam has recorded 51 earthquakes, mostly in Con Plong. The Institute of Geophysics attributes these to hydropower activities, but sees no immediate risk. Experts continue to monitor the situation. Vietnam's shooting team made history at the 2025 Asian Shooting Cup, securing its first ever gold in the men's 25 meters rapid-fire pistol team event. On February the 18th, shooters Hà Minh Thành, Phạm Quang Huy, Vũ Tiến Nam, and Trần Công Hiếu scored 1,727 points to claim victory, with Japan and Indonesia taking silver and bronze. This marks Vietnam's first gold in nearly 20 years at the continental level. The tournament runs until February the 22nd. Dancing is difficult for many people, and as a sport, this activity becomes even more challenging for the visually impaired. However, a free dance class in Đống Đa District, Hanoi has been igniting passion and helping visually impaired individuals gain confidence and integrate into the community.
Bumping into each other while dancing. Even without sight, they can still feel the music and rhythm in their hearts. Hien lost her eyesight in a traffic accident. She has been learning to dance for 4 years.
For me, dancing is a whole new world. It is a magical gateway that allows me and my friends to explore dance and discover ourselves.
As for Thich, he attends class regularly 2 to 3 times a week. After 3 years of dancing, he has lost 10 kilograms and significantly improved his health.
I have retinal detachment due to congenital nystagmus, so my vision gradually deteriorates over time. For over 10 years, I'd mostly stayed home, surrounded by 4 walls. But when I joined this dance class, I found new friends and a sense of belonging.
The driving force behind this class is Tô Văn Hòa. As a national-level sports dance coach, he has over 20 years of experience competing in domestic and international tournaments. However, this class has given him a completely different experience.
In this class, I greet the students first, which is different from a typical dance class. I also constantly give verbal instructions and describe movements with my hands.
Every Wednesday and Friday morning, the Visually Impaired Sports Dance Club at the Dongda District Blind Association becomes a gathering place for 100 visually impaired individuals.
Coming here, we are given trust, a belief that we can do it and do it well. I keep reminding myself, keep pushing forward.
Positive news for the tourism industry. Hanoi has been ranked 14th on TripAdvisor's list of the 25 top destinations of all time. The city captivates visitors with its blend of ancient charm and modern vibrancy, from the old quarter to historic temples and tree-lined streets. Hanoi's well-preserved relics and dynamic urban life make it a top choice for travelers. It also secured second place among the world's top cultural destinations. And up next is the weather forecast. And that's the end of today's headlines. To rewatch our program, you can download VTV Go from App Store or Google Play, or visit our YouTube channel, VTV4Go. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.